It's a cold, windy day in Toyama, so let's go to the beach. All right. It's cold and windy just about everywhere. Including Kyoto, where I'm staying. So I decided today would be a good train day, since I've got my JR pass. I don't even need to cross. So I took the Thunderbird Limited Express through what they call the Japanese Alps, from Kyoto to Kanazawa. I did a little bit of filming before the snow fog obscured most things, and then there was quite a few tunnels. By the time I started to come out of the tunnels and it was clear and pretty again, I just decided I didn't want to film and I'd rather just take in the view myself, so I did that. And then I grabbed the Shinkansen from Kanazawa up to Toyama with just a couple minutes in between trains. The snow started to pelt down again. And then I took a fun little tram that I actually just recorded out towards the coast. I'm not currently being snowed on, but it is definitely snowing other parts of the city right now. So I guess I'm taking a little bit of a risk. The risk of getting chilly. Statue of somebody up there. Let's go ahead and check it out. Oh, wow. Got the sword, the bow, the animal companion. I'm sure a student of history or simply someone who can read Japanese can tell me who this dashing figure is. But they look like a player character to me. Small shrine. take a side road. If you can hear that wind right now, you can also imagine how it feels on my body. This whole day was just ad hoc, kind of unplanned, last minute sort of thing. But it's just so chilly and windy. It just felt like a good time to be indoors, but moving at the same time. Except for this little part, because I kind of needed to go see the Sea of Japan. I'm that close. I really am that close, it seems. Oh, you have to duck down. There it is. I'm officially on the other side of the country for the first time. Wow. Some big raptors out here. We're gonna go check out these breakers. I myself will try not to be broken. Lone hardy fisherman. I imagine the catch would be some hardy fish. I'm gonna see how much of this jetty I am safely allowed to go out on. The Sea of Japan, which, if I remember my history correctly, and who knows what's changed since I last studied it, but the Sea of Japan is the reason the Mongols never really got a purchase in Japan. Twice they sent a big invasion force, and twice that ocean and its storms swallowed it up. If ever anyone's played the game The Ghost of Tsushima, in that you've got the Mongol army on that island. It's between Japan and Korea. I'll admit, I don't know how historically accurate all of that is. And that's the end of History Corner with Andy. Giant barriers remind me of some of my youth in the north coast of California. Places like Crescent City and such had these set up for tsunami protection, theoretically. But I think we all know when the waves want to get you, they're gonna get you. Even not being able to read Japanese, I can tell when a sign says, you will go no further. Those signs down there make it pretty clear. Way off in the distance, snow-covered peaks. I read a lot of opinions about the JR Rail Pass, obviously, before purchasing mine. And I would say the majority of them, maybe even the totality of them, really talk about the calculus of it based on how long will you be staying, how many places will you be traveling to, you know, add up the cost of your various tickets. And if you're close to or exceed the cost of a JR pass for that same period of time, you buy the pass. And that's obviously all very reasonable math. Take into account destinations. But my calculus was different because I just like being on the trains. I'll spend all day just doing loops or going back and forth or whatever. I might only spend a half hour at a destination, maybe grabbing a bite to eat or taking a few pictures or whatever. And then I'm more than happy to jump on the next train and just see what's around the bend. And you can do so because those JR lines are so comprehensive and the timetables are so generous that while, yes, you could get stranded overnight somewhere, chances are pretty low. It would be a mistake you kind of made yourself. Here's another tip for you. If you have the choice between, let's see if I can hold this here. If you have a choice between the sticky type and the non-sticky type of heat packs, buy the non-sticky type. These sticky ones just don't seem to work very well. There's a big ship down there I could check out. Let's do it. Oh, that howling wind. I feel surprisingly not sore considering I decided to hike up a mountain yesterday with no preparation. But maybe that's the 48-hour rule. Maybe I'll feel it tomorrow. I guess I'll just have to get on another train. Now, with me being based in Kyoto for a few days, yes, you would expect my uploads would be things like the Iwasehama Bamboo Grove, various shrines, the Dion district, and I have visited those places at my own pace, but I think they're very well chronicled. And I kind of wanted to take them in the way I do, because they're very touristy areas. And when I go to those zones, I try to be a bit spry and dodge clusters of tourists. I don't want to be part of the herd. And if you're filming, if you're walking around with a gimbal, well, beyond being a super tourist yourself, you just can't be nimble. But when I come to places like this, I can just do whatever I want. I am, of course, assuming that any of my dialogue here can be heard. That it's not just one howling maelstrom. If you've listened this far, I appreciate you. Anyway, yeah, when I come to places like this, I can just wander and do whatever I want, not worry about crowds or tourists. And yeah, the footage won't be quite as magnificent as a gold-painted temple or something like that. But for those that are just interested in seeing some non-tourist spots, just like what is it like here? if you live and work in some of these towns. I find that stuff pretty interesting myself. Thus, here it is. It's the Novice. I have to admit, I was fooled coming around the corner, seeing the end of that ship, the bow. I thought it was going to be a lot longer. And then it tricked me. It's just a little chonker. Oh. Happy sailing, Novice. Safe travels. And of course, always fun to see where there's going to be a vending machine. What kind of prices are we looking at out here? Oh yeah. I could not outrun inflation forever, even coming to a different country. Oh, wow. Okay. I stood in the street a bit more than I should to get a close-up of that mural. And also this very cool fire truck. Oh, and for you fans of dilapidated buildings, I know you're out there. There's all sorts of industrial and construction equipment and vehicles out here. There's that wind again. hardy fishermen out there. Undoubtedly wearing warmer coats and using better heat packs than I brought today. Whew. But do I have any regrets? Nope. As I was climbing up the mountain yesterday, I was regretting the fact that I did not bring my hiking boots. I brought them to Japan, but I did not bring them to Kyoto. But the Lego shoes served me quite well. They got me there and back again. Oh, I love the classic roofs style. Get me a solar roof made in that style, not by a crappy oligarchical company. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Elon. It's a tall order right now, though, but this has been Andy's Dream Roof. Thank you for joining me. I've recently swapped the titles of my videos to have a little monkey sign for talking / no talking. And I was looking, and I've really done a lot of videos with no commentary, which I don't regret. I think those actually are more universally applicable. I know that when I was watching a lot of Japan videos before my travels, back 2019, I gravitated towards the ones without any talking. It put me more in the place. But sometimes I just want to chat with myself. Sadly, I did mostly give up on live video. Maybe there are some tricks, especially if you want to spend more money or carry more equipment or whatever, to get really stable, high def live streaming. But I don't have that equipment. I don't know what it would really take to be dependable. And so I've decided that I prefer uploading 4K and just acting like you're there right now. And the truth is, I'm making these videos for, friends and family to enjoy, but I'm also really making them for myself so that I can watch them down the road and reminisce. And when I do that, I want them to be in really high and ultra high def. So oh no, Petite Mermaid. I don't know what your deal is, but just in case you were considering giving up your ability to communicate, so that you could spend time with some human bro on the surface. I don't think that's a good trade. Still about 40 minutes till sunset. I probably won't capture that on this video. I probably don't have the space on in my memory on the phone. But it's okay. I really appreciate Japan's overall attempt to make as many beaches, canals, waterways, and all kinds of other things pedestrian accessible. I mean, it's not always there, it's not universal. But compared to a lot of places I visited in the US, cities where you just can't do that. Like, there's prescribed paths, sure, but just don't feel as if the priority is given to make it so that people can access these spots. I mean, as usual, confirmation bias in full effect. Anecdotes are not data. Okay, here's a rail line. I've wandered around just enough to throw myself a little askew. So, I don't know if this is the rail line that got me to this area, the tram line, or if this is a different one. Huh. Looks like cars go under the water here. Or at least maybe under this trestle and pop out the other side. Can't be sure. Let's go back up. Ooh, into that headwind again. may not have caught them, but a minute ago I was threatened by a couple flakes of snow. Ah, fun. They're only ships from an angle. Okay, that confirms it. That's the tram that got me here. Which probably means if I time things right, there's a station up here. That tram's gonna come back, take me back to Toyama Station. Or I guess any place in between. And then I can decide where I'm gonna wander to for the evening. Obviously, the train sightseeing isn't quite as exciting once the sun goes down, but that seat doesn't stop being any less comfortable. I have a lot of envy for the people here who can sleep on the trains. Especially the people that seem to be able to sleep like just enough to be in between when they get on and just like wake just before they stop. It's magic. Okay, so I am on the wrong side if I would like to go back to Toyama. So I've got to go around. Yeah, I could step over the tracks, but that's a mistake you make once. The slowly setting sun. The Toyama Dream Stadium. It looks like it's a bike racing stadium. That's pretty cool. Very fun. Here's the station, or the tram mascot. I guess her name is Yuko. Maybe Yuko-chan. Thanks, Yuko. Let's see. Weekdays. It is a weekday. Could be a while. Well, as I figure out my next move, I'll leave you here Kirenjome station. We'll see about my pronunciation. You can always say something in the comments. But until then, till I find my way, I'll see you next time.